to talk about the conversation that has been happening, because I do sit back and I watch other content creators. I hear about different topics on social media. And one topic has been Kevin Samuels. I was planning on looking into a few of his videos to see exactly what he is talking about, but I don't have to do that. I have seen the videos on different people's channel and the things that he has said to the women he said it to. Basically, when I just saw a few things from him, he comes off as this guru, as if he's going to tell it straight, no chaser. He's going to tell women the truth from a quote unquote high value man. And he is very harsh, I can say, with black women. He comes off as catty and competitive. When I first saw him, I did think that maybe he was possibly a gay man, but I don't know this man's life. There's information that he has been to prison and now he's put on a suit. And what this reminds me of is the things that guys were doing, black men I'll say, were doing when I first came to YouTube. And I'm talking about the old school YouTube, not the way it is today. I remember when I first started a channel, well, I didn't start the channel, it was just to actually view things that I was interested in on YouTube. I was recommended people like Phil from the Advice Show, which he has a different channel called African Dysphoria, and I think he has another channel, and also someone like Tommy Sotomayor and Tariq Nasheed and different people like that. And what these males would talk about is, very nasty about black women, even though they some of them claim to be with a black woman, which I believe Tariq Nasheed's wife is biracial. And then Tommy Sotomayor basically was supposedly with a black woman, but he was flaunting some white woman he was with. And it was insane back then, the things that were being said. And then you had a lot of different smaller channels pop up and then start sounding like them. Also, people do not know, or they try and hide how Phil from the Advice Show started. He was on the path of the Tommy Sotomayor road, and he would talk about fights with black women on World Star. He had a white woman. It was the most embarrassing interview that I've ever seen on there, saying, "Get you a black man." He would talk about child support. So he basically tried to turn a corner and change his content, because I believe he saw the writing on the wall for that type of content. And also there was this big debacle about his wife being I believe Native American, black, and Spanish, but when people saw her picture, she looked like a white Hispanic. Hispanic just means Spanish speaking, so you can be white, mixed, black. But he falls into that realm of men who profit off of black women. It's no different than rappers when they have all of these women in their videos who were black, and mostly it was body shots of them in bikinis and, tight clothing and stuff like that. This has been going on for a very long time, profiting off of black women and building a career for themselves, or getting a bag so they can survive. So whoever they are with, them and their children, so they can survive. And they are willing to do these things. Since he has been featured on different platforms like Vlad, he has started to try to change his tone and try and tone down his rhetoric, because he was coming for black women, calling them average, saying they're gonna die alone, saying that they are average at best, and saying they'll never get a high value man. She's supposed to be high value, giving the advice of what exactly would you need to do. And you can give that information without it being harsh, because there's a lot of black women who give this information on this platform, YouTube. There's a lot of women who genuinely care about black women and will tell the truth of, you know, what needs to be done if that is who you want. But I doubt that Kevin Samuels will be the last. A lot of men are looking at him like he's a hero, like he's Black Superman for them, and they defend him like he is the second coming. It's insane to watch and see how far some of these men would go, because it seems like since Tommy fell off, they were looking for someone else to quote unquote put black women in their place and tell them off, because a lot of black women are voicing their concerns about relationships with black men, the black community, and a lot of them are saying divest, or, you know, go where you are celebrated, or saying that they're giving up, and or they can't take any more of the abuse, the rhetoric, the degradation that you see. Even with this bonnet situation, that's a whole other thing. I really don't want to talk about that, but if anyone wants to hear about it or wants a video, go ahead and let me know. But yeah, this guy is just one of many. He is being a voice of the voiceless, men who are actually afraid, and they are now experiencing a lack of black women who are willing to put up with certain behaviors. I'm not saying that it's just drastically plummeted, but you are seeing the beginning of that. A lot of women who are of childbearing age, marriageable, they really are trying to pick up their standards and self-esteem, and some of them are saying they will no longer go along to get along just to have a piece of man. My great grandmother would say, breath and britches. Comment below if you heard that before. But I'll go ahead and leave it right here. Drop a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one.